All right, man. 210 Boxing TV. Here we are with the one and only Coach Bullet. Super fight this past weekend. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Crawford stopped Spence in the 9th round. What are your thoughts on the fight?
Great performance by Bud Crawford. Very low energy, very low recuperation on Errol Spence from his weight cut. My hats go out to the two-time undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. He did his thing. He said he was going to do it. He did it. But for me, I just feel like Spence didn't show up as Errol Spence, the champion that we know. And I felt like the fight should have been stopped a lot before the referee stopped it. I would have stopped the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he was just, from the first round when that jab hit him and it got him off balance and he still hit the canvas. Then the 7th round, that was it for me. After the 7th round, I know we got a lot of pride, we got a lot of ego, we're warriors, but there's no uphill battle from there. So
After the 3rd knockdown?
After the top of the head equilibrium shot on the way down, that's it. I wouldn't have let it continue. You understand?
A lot of the trainers hit me up saying around round 6, 7, or texting back and forth. They're like, Garrett needs to stop this. It's getting ugly out there, and that Spence had no legs. Did you see that as well? That he had no legs?
His legs was wide, too wide, and they were like shaking. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. This is not the version of Errol Spence that we are used to, that we're spoiled with. So I think even Bud Crawford sensed that, and he knew he could have finished him. And that's why I think, being on that level, man, sometimes you get caught up in a moment and you don't get to see what the cameras see. The naked eye is sometimes the worst judge. Like, that's why forensics is now one of the biggest witnesses in crimes, because the naked eye don't match up to their story.
Spence did camp in Vegas instead of Dallas. Well, he started off in Dallas, but he did, the last month in Vegas. Do you feel like that played a difference?
It can. The human body, we're creatures of habit. So being creatures of habit, we're used to something, that's what it is. If you don't keep it that way, then, it's like, whoa, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So Dallas, Texas has a lot more humidity than Vegas. So it may be easier to cut weight there because of the humidity, and then Vegas is dry. Then you got dry heat on top of elevation. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's, it's difficult to train in Vegas and Colorado. If your body's used to training there, hey, I mean, maybe you should have trained in, but I don't want to make an excuse for nobody. I'm not those guys. I'm not Errol Spence. I'm not Derrick James. Those guys are champions. They've been through it a million times, and at the end of the day, he'll come back, but I think he needs to rest. Give him about a good year. You know what I'm saying? The pride and ego of a warrior is going to make him want to get him in 3 months. But no. Take a good year. Let your body recuperate. Let it heal. And you know what I'm saying? Then if you feel you're a millionaire, you got a lot of money. I mean, you got that luxury now. You're not a 4 or 6 round fighter. Got to keep fighting 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Spence made what do you think? At least $30 million for this fight.
Easy work. He just some personal. I don't think it was 20 each. So I mean, I already know with pay-per-view and all the other stuff and sponsorships. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the bottom line is I think you need to rest. The brain being dry as well from weight cut. A lot of people that don't know boxing and never boxed, they don't understand that. They can hear you say it or hear it a million times, but until you really experienced it, it's a different ballgame. And when your brain is dry, every little shot, can get you dazed. When it's fully, hydrated, then you can take a shot. Be like, dang, he got a good chin. Oh, he got this. Yeah, but I told the opposite when it's dry.
Do you feel like, as you mentioned, the weight cut, as you mentioned, we talked about it off camera, the weight cut is the biggest enemy of a fighter?
The weight cut is always your first opponent. The weight cut makes a bigger difference in any fight, especially a world title fight, because the recuperation, your energy, one guy's on 91 octane if he cuts good and rehydrate good. The other guy's on 87. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 different ball games. One guy got an AK, one guy got a 9mm. It's not a fair situation depending on how you cut. But as professional, the world expects you to, weight cut is nothing, weight gain is nothing, this is what y'all do. Yeah, well, sometimes that's not always a factor. But I give my kudos to Errol because he's not making no excuses. They're not making no excuses. But with experience, I know what a 91 octane sports car looks like. I know what an 87 jalopy looks like. You understand what I'm saying?
How was his legs? Did you see his balance? It looked like he was really off balance and he was almost getting hurt.
He was, like I said, the first shot that dropped it as a jab, to me was a factor of, damn, I'm weak. My legs is not there. My balance is not there. Boxing is a sport about balance, shifting your weight. You know what I'm saying? And timing. Timing wasn't there. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, with the timing not being there, it was already a bad. I felt bad for Errol Spence, and he bet against Rollie. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at a fight and you as a coach feel bad for another fighter, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we still human beings at the end of the day.
Did he stay at 147 too long? He's fought there more than 11 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes that's why it's called pound for pound. If you can't make it and be strong there, go up. That's why you got 5 division champion Manny Pacquiao, 8 division world champion. You got to go up.
147, what's the glamour division? So, guys want to fight at 47 because the money. If you're at 54, or if you're at 40, it's not the same thing as 47.
Well, I'm going to tell you
Do you think the
something.
money is what made him stay there?
I'm going to tell you something about money and belts.
Go ahead.
You go up top, you get the belt. After you get the belt, now you're the money. You demand what you want. So if you move up to 54 from a 47 pounder, the money gonna go with you. Every time Floyd moved up, the money went with him. Every time Pacquiao moved up, the money went with him. Roy Jones, the money went with him. It's the talent, it's not the belt. Now the belt just puts some icing on the cake. Like, yeah, I'm top dog, it is what it is, and come get it. It gives you more tools to negotiate bigger purses and a higher lion's share of purses.
Do you feel like Spence was a big enough name where if he was at
Huge.
54, it didn't matter?
Spence sold out, what was it, AT&T?
Oh, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys Center?
Mm-hmm.
Come
Like
on,
40,
man.
50,000.
Come on, man. That boy's selling shit out. You can take that. He can fight at 160 and sell out at 160. It's Errol Spence Jr. It's not WAWC, IBF. It's not that. It's Errol Spence Jr.
Should they have a rematch at 154? And would that make a difference being at 54?
Yeah, I think it would make a big difference at 154. And as far as the rematch is concerned, I mean, of course, they got a rematch in the clause. And of course, every fighter want to exercise that. My only advice would be take some time off.
How long?
A year.
A year? What can we expect next from Rollie, Coach?
We ready to go. Whoever signed that contract, but we're looking for something that's lucrative, something that makes sense. Don't just throw something at us and think that his team, Louis and Al, they're going to just jump on it because the media is saying something. No, it got to make sense for the fighter. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Any message you want to leave off with today?
Man, you know what it is. Murder, 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 kill, 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 motherfucker.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.